Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer, back in my house.
That's right, in your cozy home with your weird potato on the counter.
I do have a weird potato on the counter. I saw an old wives' tale.
Okay.
Is that what you call a home remedy?
Home remedy, wives' tale. I think they're kind of the same thing.
Okay.
Something to like make women feel like they're important back in the day.
Wow.
Well, a wives' tale seems a little like it's not real, but if you say so.
But they usually work.
Yeah, I just feel like
not usually.
I feel like
often.
In some way that's a sexist term.
Okay.
That somebody came up with.
I think everything is at this point.
Yes.
I don't trust anything ever.
Right.
So I saw this on TikTok, surprise, surprise. And Penelope has had, basically, she got COVID in the summer. And ever since then, I feel like she hasn't been healthy.
Yeah, she's been very sickly.
It has just been like a horrible cough.
Mm-hmm.
She missed an entire week of school. Then a couple weeks later, she missed 3 days of school. I'm like, we're going to get called. Like,
oh, gosh.
It's been a lot. Well, she still has that barky cough.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw this little remedy.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's ridiculous. I'm like 70% sure it's going to do nothing.
Okay.
But what if it does?
Right.
Okay, it's weird. You take a potato.
Okay.
It looked like a russet.
A russet potato?
A russet potato.
Okay.
It looked like a russet potato in the video, but I didn't get any clarification.
Okay.
And you slice really thin slices.
Okay.
Like 2. And then you stick it in their socks when they go to bed.
Uh-huh. I've actually know something like this. Go ahead.
And it like sucks out all their toxins.
Uh-huh.
And when they get up in the morning, it's supposed to be black.
Yeah.
And somebody else was like, well, that's oxidation. But then she finishes her video by saying,
I'm thinking, that's the skeptical one saying that. That's oxidation.
That's right. She finishes the video by saying, I always leave the potato out at night so I can see, if it looks black in the morning too, but it never does. It looks maybe a little brown, but the ones in their socks look black.
Interesting.
And she said that she did it last time her daughter had the flu and woke up, no fever.
Wow.
Felt so much better.
Well, heck yeah. So I heard the same thing, but with an onion.
Oh.
So if you take an onion and it's not put it in their socks, but you cut the onion, slice the onion in half and put it on their beds, like on their nightstand.
Oh.
And it does the same thing. It draws the toxins into the onion and then you throw the onion away.
Oh, yeah, gross.
Yeah, I know, that'd be disgusting.
Let's saute that puppy up tomorrow. Gross.
Saute that puppy up. No, but that's why they also say don't leave an onion out just sitting on your counter because it draws in lots of toxins, anything that's around it.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if Nora would let me try the onion with her because I mentioned the sock and she was fully insulted. She was like,
really?
Absolutely not.
I thought Nora would be the most adventurous.
I know. She's getting old. She's getting boring.
Too cool for school now.
Too cool. But yeah, we're going to try it. Penelope was like, yeah, let's do it right now. I was like, we have to go to sleep. And she was like, oh, fine.
She's like up in the middle of the night checking those potatoes, seeing if they're black.
I did put them in tonight and she said, oh, I think it already worked. Can we just take them out now? And I was like, no, we got to leave them in.
Yeah, it's got to feel kind of gross.
Yeah, she said it was cold. She giggled a lot.
Yeah.
I think she still got them in. I might go check.
If it doesn't work, the least that went wrong is, you got a funny joke.
Yeah, we lost a potato.
Potato feet for the rest of her life.
Right.
Her sisters will just mortify her. It'll be fine.
Yeah, a little trauma.
Never hurt
she's
anybody.
got such a good life right now. We gotta layer that in every once in a while.
Absolutely. Keep them real.
That's right.
That is so funny. I'm so excited to see if it works.
Me too. I'll update everybody.
Maybe I'll do it to myself because I still kind of have this like lingering cold.
I've got a potato already cut. You can just
like stuff in my socks before I leave.
Let's put them in right now. Let's see what they look like at the end of this recording.
Oh, with my feet, probably disgusting.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
The truth.
I've thought ever since I have ever been pregnant, I've got stinky feet.
Oh, I mean, I was like born out of the womb. And listen, it comes honest because Miles, the 6-year-old,
and
the 2-year-old, they have the stinkiest feet. I'm like, oh, you bless your little hearts. Like in their little shoes, I'm putting like my foot powder in their little shoes. I don't want you to be the stinky kid.
Yeah, that's rough.
I've been that stinky kid because mom didn't put any powder in my shoes. So I'm like, there you go. I got you, kiddo. Don't you worry.
That's good of you.
Yeah, thank you. So the potato story reminded me that I saw Chad this weekend and he had a little follow-up to his wart story.
Okay.
So he said that he confirmed everything that he told us, not only with his mother, that he had already confirmed that, but they did a 3-way call with his uncles. And like, they're like, oh, yeah, it happened. And they found out that she did pass along her powers to someone outside of the family.
She had sex.
That according to Chad, that's how you pass it along. But he still thinks that he might have the power. He feels like he has it, so he cannot wait until someone gets a wart.
I love Chad.
And I know.
He's so cute.
He is so cute, narcissistic, cute,
adorable.
Adorable. We'll just call him adorable. No, it's so funny. He was cracking me up. He's like, I think I have it, Megan. He's like, I cannot wait for someone to get a wart that'll let me spit on it. And I was like, listen.
Oh, I'd let him spit on any wart.
Heck yeah, anytime.
Except that I don't get him now because of the apple cider vinegar.
Well, there you go.
I'm just saying, if you don't have a witch handy,
and you need a little apple cider vinegar.
But if you do have a witch handy, she might give you a handy so that you can get the thing passed down.
That took a left turn. I was like nodding my head. I was like, whoa, I don't know that I agree with that. What you just say.
According to Chad.
Yeah, according to Chad, everything has to do with sex. But
that's true.
Just have Chad hold some apple cider vinegar in his mouth and spit on you just to make Chad happy.
No. This is if you really want to make Chad happy. Let him
give him a handy.
Oh my gosh. You're probably not wrong.
You walked right into that one.
That is not what I meant. Okay. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, let him spit on you. And then you go take care of it with apple cider vinegar. And then be like, look.
There you go. That's very true. Chad would want to think for sure that he had the powers.
Yeah, but I think she could have totally done that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, with a little apple cider vinegar.
No, I think she could have done it.
I mean, maybe genetically, certain people have things in their saliva that are just
that's true.
Different, you know?
Yeah, and those people are
witches. Wiccan witches.
I don't know if they're the same or not.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm not going to throw out terms.
Yeah, we definitely should not. You and I should stop willy-nilly and just throw out terms. Never should that happen.
No.
I also keep looking at the potato thing. It's like a loaf of French bread. I'm like, damn, that bread looks good. I'm like, oh, wait, that's just a potato that's getting black by the moment. Just let you know it's getting darker.
It's getting darker. It's not getting black. That's what the potato looked like in her video, but not the one. It was black.
Ew.
I know. I'm going to show you.
Those are kids' feet.
Oh, pretty gross. Well, I went to a silent disco this weekend.
Oh my gosh. Did you have the time of your life?
It was so much fun for anybody who's considering going.
I've been to one.
Oh, did you have the best time?
You went to one with me. So clearly it was not the best time of our life.
No, we watched one when we were at we didn't participate.
Oh, that's funny. My mind, I'm like, I've totally done that. No, I really feel like I have done that before.
Okay, I did not do it.
But clearly it was not as life-changing as it was for you.
I don't think you did it.
Okay, well, you tell us what happened.
Well, it's just really fun because you're in your own little bubble.
Uh-huh.
You know, when you have headphones on, like now, I feel like I could, like, sure, you can see me, but I still feel like I'm kind of got a layer of protection on. I'm like in a little bubble.
Okay.
So you're dancing, you like don't care because you got headphones on.
See, I think I'd still care.
Well, okay. One of the teachers who went with us was like, I think I could do this drunk, but I don't think I would rather karaoke sober than do this sober. And I was like, it's just dancing.
No, I'm with her.
Well, by the end of the night, actually, I'm going to show you a
because she was drunk by the end of the night.
Oh, well, she did get drunker, but not too drunk. Hold on, let me show you. Here she is by the end of the night in the back.
Oh, well, yeah, she's having a blast by the end of the night. Yeah, that would be me at the end of the night, any night, headphones or not. That's me.
Yeah, she had a good time. Everybody had a good time. Nice. It was so much fun. I mean, we went with people from our school, so we had all ages.
So you're all listening to the same music? That's why you feel this, like, we're in this together?
There are 3 different music channels.
Oh, okay.
So, and you can tell what everybody else is listening to
by the way
they're
color.
Dancing? No, because of the color of their headphone. So if the red is on, then everybody's listening to that song. Okay. And they all kind of had their own theme, like
genre.
The green was kind of like older disco music.
Okay.
And every once in a while they'd have like a classic, but it was mostly like,
okay,
I don't know. Our librarian loved that station.
As most librarians would. I think I would love the disco.
There was a lot of good stuff on there. I was on there a little bit. I was on there about maybe 15%.
Do I hear a hint of judgment?
No, I'm not judging. I'm just saying it wasn't
your jam.
My jam.
Okay.
But then they had like a rock not alternative rock. I don't know, dancing one.
Oh, okay. Rock. Don't say alternative. That makes me think of like Creed. Like
I don't know music. No, there wasn't any Creed. No, it had like Lizzo and Taylor Swift and like those.
Sign me up for Lizzo.
Yeah. And then they had one that was just like rap, and it was like raunchy, dirty rap.
Ooh.
But at the same time, you're like, oh, I got headphones on. Even
Nobody else.
But see, you also couldn't judge because I'm like, well, you're listening to it too.
Yeah. I can see your dirty
I know what you're listening to. Mm-hmm. But it was so much fun. We had a blast. And then the music teacher and I, who's just started this year, decided we weren't done. So we went to Patrick's, and I have a new karaoke song.
Oh, how fun. What was it?
Are you ready for this?
No.
It's the best karaoke song.
What?
I cannot believe I haven't done it before. It's my new karaoke song forever and ever.
I have no idea.
Okay. The lesser known title of it is I'm Gonna Be. The more common title is 500 Miles.
Oh, I would walk
I'm gonna be the man who walk 500.
Oh my gosh, Aaron Taylor, the song is gonna be stuck in my head forever.
You don't really have to sing.
No, it's horrible. It's a horrible song.
You get a call back. Da 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 da. It's so great. It's so good.
Yep, it's
the
there.
The whole bar was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, how did you think of the song? I'm like, I truly don't know. I don't know what made it pop into my head.
It's just the magic of the night.
So it was great. And now I can retire The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, you better never. You better never retire that song. And you definitely better not replace it with that stupid song. Ugh.
I love that song.
Oh my gosh, that song is horrible.
I love that song.
It reminds me of that other song, or is it the same song? Pissing the night away. That's horrible.
I get knocked down.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That is all that genre of whatever
that is.
Oh gosh. Chumbawamba, no thank you.
Well, Chumbawamba, I wouldn't go with that.
Chumbawamba is the name of the band?
It's a great question. I don't know. 12? Maybe I just made up that word. Maybe it's unrelated. No, I think it's that.
Oh my gosh. Again, just throwing terms around out there, willy and nilly.
I don't think that is any possible way of being offensive. I hope
who knows what it means in another country.
I hope the
Chumbawamba
Wiccan wasn't offensive either, but truly I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let's move on. We got some long stories tonight.
Okay. You don't have to ask me twice when you talk about that stupid song, and then let's move on. Sure, please do. Now, the only problem is that song is lodged in my head now.
You are welcome.
Mm-hmm, thanks. Okay, so this is exciting because this is from the lovely Jane.
Okay.
We haven't had a Jane story in so long, and I love Jane stories because they always piss you off. But this one...
Is this one going to piss me off?
No, I don't think it will.
Okay.
This one is unlike anything. I did pre-read it.
So Jane is the one who wrote in, and it had me on the edge of my seat, and then it was her freaking cat.
Yeah, every time it was the cat, and I loved it because the story was such good build-up.
Yes.
And then it was the cat. Maybe less
like so hard. Talking cat. It was ridiculous. Okay, go ahead.
It was great. Jane, you're my favorite. Always will be. Okay, so the title of this story is Unconditional and Irrevocable.
Irrevocable. You know how I know that?
How?
Twilight.
Wow. Do they say that a lot?
I mean, it's a very classic line in Twilight.
Say it again.
Irrevocable.
I really want to say irrevocable.
Nope.
Irrevocable?
Mm-hmm.
Irrevocable.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Irrevocably in love with Twilight, with Edward.
Well, then you throw a Lee on it. Irrevocably?
No, I was kidding. She doesn't say that.
I'm going to guess that means like no reversing it.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it means.
Thank you. I used some context clues.
When I say that, that's exactly what I interpreted it to mean when I read Twilight.
You could totally not mean that, but you and I use the same context clues.
I think it sounds like
I think it sounds pretty good. Yeah. Pretty close to something it means.
Yes.
Okay. Unconditional and irrevocable, lovely bond between a daughter and her father.
Oh.
I know, sweet title.
Oh, no. Is it going to be...
No. It's not sad at all.
Okay.
It's very fascinating.
Okay.
Ladies, let me tell you about my amazing, though it didn't feel amazing, pregnancy.
Oh.
I wasn't very far along in the pregnancy when we found out that this baby would be extraordinary. I was still living with my brother, and my husband and I were not yet married. The pregnancy was still a secret from my family because I didn't want them to know that I was a hussy.
Don't worry, a hussy's reading this.
Yeah, that's right. I love that because I can relate.
That was a really fun Sunday dinner when I already knew. And I was like, oh.
She's about to drop a bomb on the whole family.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
Really went the best way it possibly
could.
Did. They were like, I am just so glad you're straight.
I know.
Our parents, not us.
Yeah. I was really hoping for the other way, but turns out
they've gotten better. We've educated them a little bit. I think they're better. They've gotten better.
They've aged well, for sure.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I definitely did, 1 month in to meeting that guy. Whew, still with him, but that happened fast. So don't worry, fellow hussy. I'm right there with you. My not yet husband laid down next to me and went to put my arm around me for some afternoon cuddling and naps.
Boy, she is a slut.
I'm telling you, right? You're already knocked up. What else is there to do? The moment that he touched my tummy, he gasped and pulled away.
Oh my gosh.
I just saw the baby, he exclaimed. He had described the baby as it would have been in the womb. The way he described the baby was 2 weeks ahead of development compared to the Baby Center app and me and my doctor's predictions. Little did we know she came 10 days early.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. How did he describe it 2 weeks in advance?
Well, I wonder if he was like, I saw its little fingers waving, and like maybe at that point the fingers were supposed to still be.
Wow, that is so weird.
Throughout the rest of the pregnancy, he was able to tell me what position the baby was in accurately, and he was able to tell me what she was doing in the womb. Oh. He could even sometimes tell me that what she was dreaming when she was sleeping, which would often coincide with some of my own recent thoughts or dreams.
He is Edward, and she is Renesmee.
Oh my gosh, you're making air. So now you're Jane. Now Jane is your favorite.
Yeah, if she's gonna give me the hookup with the vampires, you better believe. It really does sound like it. He can like read her mind.
Well, get ready.
Oh my gosh. Now, if this turns out that she's just like, did Aaron pick up that this is
just
no, Twilight fan fiction?
You want to be mad at Jane. You're not going to be mad at Jane. I promise.
Okay. I love Jane, but
yes, you just
on my list. I'm just saying.
You're used to that kind of relationship with Jane. It's okay. We've evolved. Here we go. He was able to touch my tummy, and he would see images that he was able to communicate with her. There was an instance where he told me that she was showing him images of horses. Coincidentally, my sister-in-law and I had a lengthy conversation about horses that day.
Oh, so he wasn't around for it.
Yeah, he wasn't around for the
baby obviously was.
Yes.
Renesmee, as I will be calling her from here on out.
Oh, gosh.
Was around for it and was like, hey, Dad, they were talking about horses.
I'm going to guess that's a Twilight name?
Yeah, that's her baby.
Okay. Well, so, yes. So that baby, like, sent him images of horses.
That is so weird. Okay. I mean, cool. Yeah. I don't want to sound judgy. That sounded judgy. And I called you a slut earlier, but I was kidding.
How the tables have turned, Jane. Okay. My daughter would look forward to seeing her dad every day after he got home from work. She would wake up and move around in my tummy within an hour of when he would usually get home. I could tell when she got angry that he wasn't home on time because she would move around in such a way that I would get sick.
Oh my gosh.
Right? When he got home and she could hear his voice, I would feel a rush of blood and my tummy get warm. It would radiate from my tummy out through the rest of my torso. Isn't that wild?
That is shocking.
My husband and my daughter created this game together when he got home. My husband would put his ear to my tummy. She would be able to wiggle herself around and position herself to kick him right in the ear. She was amazingly accurate with her kicks. Towards the end of the pregnancy, where she did not have any room to move, it took her a couple of tries to get it just right. This became a daily thing, and I thought it was really weird.
Good. Thank you. That is so weird. Now, did she kick anybody else in the ear?
But I could tell when she was looking for him.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she was looking for him. I had mentioned before that I live in the orchards, so this is pretty wild.
Oh, good. Now we're gonna get wild.
Yeah. In the summer at night, we hear the crop dusters flying overhead. This particular night, the plane was flying so close to the house that the noise of the plane shook the windows. It woke up my baby in my tummy, and she was freaking out. It was evident that she was scared. She was kicking me hard and rapidly. She would not calm down until her dad touched my tummy and spoke to her.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I cannot wait to hear the end of this because we got to talk.
Here are a couple of more strange facts. When my husband found out that I was pregnant, he knew instantly that she was going to be a girl. He told me that he had had a dream about her years ago. So far, the description of the little girl in his dream matches my daughter. It is strange that he was able to describe how she looked before he had ever met her. My husband and my daughter can still do the weird telepathic communication thing.
Ooh.
She only uses it when she has a bad dream and is able to show him the dream. I don't know how they do it, but it seems to work.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Oh, yeah. Also, when my baby was born, she was not interested in me at all. She would hardly look at me. She only wanted to be with her dad. When it was time to nurse, she would begrudgingly turn from her dad to me.
That is so...
That's the end of the story.
Strange.
That's it.
Okay. Is Jane at all freaked out by them?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now she's out, they've got a relationship.
Yeah, because that takes daddy's girl to a whole nother level.
Yeah. And I don't think I would fare well with my kid never
wanting to have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's gotten past that.
Yeah.
But my question is has he ever had this connection with anybody else? Does he have any sort of psychic abilities or anything like that with anybody else, or is it just all of a sudden this happened?
Yeah. How does he feel about it? Is he at all freaked out? Yeah. Was he ever freaked out by it? Is he Edward?
Well,
does he sparkle in the sun?
That's your real question, isn't
it? Yeah, it is. And if so, go get it.
I think Jane already did. She hussied up and she got him.
Did. Good for you, Jane.
Get it, Jane. Okay, well, so yeah, is he weirded out? But also, gosh, there's so many different. I want him to be here. I want the two of them to be here together.
Yeah, I want all three of them here.
Yeah. Well, we're leaving out poor Jane again, just like the daughter.
Oh,
you're right. We want Jane and the daughter. I know. I want to see the daughter and the dad together.
Okay. Yeah.
But also you, Jane. You're invited. You're lovely. Bring the cat. It'll be great. Oh, that was a stretch. Sorry. Just your husband and daughter. Anyway. So I want to know, is it some sort of weird past life thing? Yeah. Where they knew each other in a different life.
Yeah, traveling souls.
Yeah.
That travel together.
That's what it seems like to me. Something like that. They already had this connection, or almost because he saw before. He saw her before, he knew he was going to see her again.
Yeah. Oh, that is so interesting.
It is.
Yeah, I've got so many questions. I really want to talk to both of them. Does she have any other kids? Do they have any connection?
That would be so sad if you had another daughter and the daughter's
because that's clearly going to be dad's favorite.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
unless he's like that with all the kids,
right?
And then it's wait a second, you're like the baby whisperer.
Yeah,
this is not fair. If you're Jane, you're they can't all love you.
Yeah, but also you'd be like, oh, all right, fine, take them.
Gosh, that would actually be amazing.
I've changed my mind. I've totally changed my mind. I'm
I just pop them out. You take care of them. I get to watch them grow. Oh, they're so cute.
Look how interesting this little party trick is.
Right. Everybody gather around. She had a bad dream last night. About to tell her dad all about it. Just using her mind.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Man.
And as she's growing, is it getting stronger, or is that connection kind of getting weaker?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah. I could dissect the story forever. That is so interesting.
What do you think that is? A psychic ability? A telepathic ability that they both share?
I guess.
A genetic trait of
telepathy?
Telepathy? How do you say that in the
telepathy?
That sounds like a weird disease.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Oh, we gotta quit throwing stuff around.
Okay. I know that we've talked about it a lot, but it really does seem so parallel to Twilight that it is ridiculous. I mean, I know he's not a vampire.
Okay.
And I know that that's not a real ability, but
you just really want to tell me about Twilight.
I just want to tell you that in Twilight, Edward can read minds.
No. Okay.
And Renesmee's special ability is that she can put thoughts in your head.
Who names their kid Renesmee?
I know, it's awful. It's a horrible name. Nobody likes it. It's except I think Marin likes it. Sorry, Marin, if you're still listening.
Girl, she gave up us a long time ago.
No, I don't think she did.
Oh, well,
every once in a while, I get a little message.
Oh.
No, but anyways.
Well, she did now. You just down
Renesmee.
Renesmee.
She put Renee and Esme, his mom.
It sounds like pig Latin
in some way. It's a horrible name. Okay. Nobody disagrees with it.
Okay.
Everybody.
Except for Marin.
I'm a huge fan, and I still think it's the worst name there's ever been.
Okay.
Except for what she was going to name the boy, which was EJ, which stands for Edward Jacob, which were her 2 love interests. I'm sorry. No, thank you.
Okay.
She's bad at names.
Wrap up this Twilight talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. You brought it back in.
Did I?
Anyways,
okay.
Renesmee's special ability is that she can put thoughts, like her thoughts, in your head.
Oh.
So, like, she can touch your hand and you'd see horses.
Oh, okay.
So isn't that weird?
It's weird that everybody keeps thinking about horses all the time.
I'm connecting it to the story. I'm just saying it is weird that she started with irrevocably.
Are you saying that Jane is making this story up based on Twilight?
No.
Jane, I got your back, girl.
No,
Normally, I'm not the believer. I believe this story 100%.
I want to believe it. I'm just saying it is interesting that she used the word irrevocably and then basically described the father-daughter relationship.
Jane, don't you ever stop listening, because
please don't stop listening and don't stop writing in.
Your biggest fan.
I always love getting to talk about Twilight. Always.
She does. She'll make anything about Twilight, so just don't take offense to that.
I hope she doesn't take offense to it. But it does sound a lot like Twilight.
She didn't until you said it like that. Now she's like, oh, that bitch really does think that I made this up.
I just want to see your husband and see if he looks like Robert Pattinson.
I know. I kind of want to be Jane's friend on Facebook so I could see her husband and daughter. After I read the story, I tried to go back for pictures. So sorry, Jane. Listen, we all do it. We are humans.
We've told you all several times. Yeah. We stalk you all.
We're curious. I'm like, what does her daughter and husband, like, are they like in a picture sending messages to each other?
Sparkly?
Are they sparing with stuff? They're sparkly. It's fine. If you feel the need to send us a picture of them, we would love it.
Yeah, you don't have just tell us. Don't share this with everybody.
Yeah. No. Just for us.
It's just for us.
Absolutely.
Forget about them. They got a fend for their own.
That's right. They got to
become friends with her.
They do their own Facebook stalking. Maybe you can get further than I can. If it's locked down, I can get just a few pictures of a cat and some nice wheelbarrow stuff.
A cat? I'm shocked.
Yeah. I'm sure you're shocked that Jane has a picture of a cat. Oh, too funny.
Okay. Well, man, that is a very interesting story that I feel like I'm never going to stop thinking about.
Yeah. It'll definitely be one that sticks. And there's no need to debunk it. It's not necessarily ghostly.
Yeah.
Because the husband also doesn't seem like he's claiming that it's like somebody, like something from a past life or whatever. It's just like this connection that they have, which is so fascinating. And you asked a question earlier. You said, does he think it's weird? I feel like in the very beginning, he did. He pulled away like, oh my gosh, I see the baby. Yeah. Like he got a glimpse of what the baby was like. So yeah, what was the evolution of that discovery like? Like was he like mind blown, or was he just like, I feel like this was always going to happen?
Oh, it's so weird.
Yeah.
So interesting. I keep saying weird, and I don't want to say weird.
Jane used weird in her story. I mean, it is weird. Weird doesn't necessarily mean that it is a bad thing. It just means like out of the norm.
Yeah. It's fascinating and I love it. And it's weird.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to read a story from a new listener/writer.
Well, hey, new listener/writer, and I have a lot of lime in my mouth. Look at all that. Look at that was in my mouth. Like, it's like the
crab leg.
Not a crab leg.
That's what it looks like.
No, it's like what is that called? The rind or some like the inside part of the lime all in one big chunk.
Yeah, but it looks like that little white thing. It does
kind of look like the white thing in a crab leg, but I was not going crab leg.
Okay.
But it was like stuck on my tongue as I was trying to say, hello, new. I was trying to be like kind of, well, hey there.
Seductive, and it turned out blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That's typically how my life goes. It's fine.
Okay. So this is from Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. That's a much more. Hi, Shelby. Welcome. There we go.
Well, hello, lovely ladies. Megan had posted on a Facebook page she needed some stories, so here I am. I'm only on episode 4 with you fine ladies, but I love y'all already.
Oh, great. It actually worked.
I know.
I love it.
I've got maybe 2 handfuls of stories, but I'm only going to send you 1 or 2 today.
Oh, nice.
Also, just a disclaimer here, I'm dyslexic, so my emails/text messages are always a good time if you don't get your undies in a bunchie about grammar and spelling.
I love it. Listen, we won't. We are hussies and we're dyslexic.
Yes,
welcome.
This is right up our alley.
Yes.
I actually never got to be a hussy. I really got married too young, but
full blown
man,
right here.
Listen, if he dies young, you better believe I'm gonna earn it. Okay.
Watch out, nursing home, guys.
Man, after last week's episode, I really shouldn't say that. Especially if my mother-in-law still listens. I love your son. I promise I do. I love him so much.
Hey, he's just fun to make fun of.
He is fun to make fun of. Okay, anyways. Yeah, we're both dyslexic, and if you all could hear the unedited, holy moly. I have to hear it all the time.
It's painful, I'm sure.
It's not fun. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Let me start with the fact that my birthday is on Halloween, so I've always been a creepy babe. I'd like to note that, yes, I'm one of the luckiest people to have this birthday, but I did go to a Christian school growing up.
Oh, that's a little difficult.
Yeah, being told that anything that has to do with Halloween is the devil was not totally easy as a small child, LOL. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been extremely close to my aunt, uncle, and their 3 boys who are at least 12 years older than me. When my aunt had to move to Fort Wayne.
That's where, our family.
I know. While I was pre-reading this, I'm like, I feel like Shelby and I know each other.
Wow.
We're all dyslexic. We have a lot of family in Fort Wayne.
Wait, are we about to find out that Shelby's like our long-lost sister?
Oh.
Dad stepped out of mom? Boy, this took a really serious turn. Well, welcome, Shelby, to the family.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking of? What are their names?
The ones.
Oh, no, that's Jessica. No, I was thinking of Jessica hates us?
Yeah, girl, because she's a big Trumpster. Remember, she told us off and
she never told me off.
Oh, yes, she did. And I read it to you. Oh, yeah, she told us both off in a message.
I forget everything immediately, which again comes into play here later. I'm telling you, I think Shelby and I might be the same person.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Wouldn't it be weird if we were like on alternate planes? We are the same. Let me look at their picture again. No, she's cuter. Okay. So when my aunt had to move up to Fort Wayne, I thought my tiny little world was crumbling. My cousin, who were twins, were off at Purdue. Boo. And the younger of the 3 cousins wanted to take me trick-or-treating. So my mom and I went up and stayed the weekend. Now, Megan, you may not believe this, but tough shit, sister, it happened.
I love it. You're feisty, Shelby.
I do have to start with this. For some reason, my subconscious has blocked this out of my mind, and I'm pissed. I've been working to get my memory back, so hopefully I'll get that back and I can give you a different view of this part of the story. Everyone was in the kitchen, and I was playing in the basement. The house was kind of a tri-level, so the basement wasn't a true basement, but I still remember the energy in there. Like I said, I was in the basement playing. I came upstairs huffing and puffing about something. I was a super sassy kid.
You still are, Shelby, and I am here for it. I love it.
So my aunt asked me what was wrong. I looked her dead in the eyes and said, I do not like that little boy down there, and I do not want to play with him anymore.
Ooh.
My mom thought that I was just being funny, but my cousin and aunt knew. The next day, I was playing with my new Barbie furniture, and my mom and aunt were in the living room. The TV reflection had the front window in it. My mom looked at the TV and saw a little boy standing at the window looking in at them. She looked out at the window and he was gone. That's when my aunt told my mom everything. My aunt was thrown down flights of stairs by something in her house.
Oh my God.
She was a babysitter and babysat a kid a few houses down. This kid would scream bloody murder by the stairs and in the kitchen. Once off the property, the kid stopped. And once my aunt moved, the kid never screamed like that again.
Oh, that's weird.
I know. None of the kids she babysat for wanted to eat in the kitchen. They were too afraid. I had to sleep on the couch when I stayed there, and it faced the 2 stairs that were side by side. When I looked down in the basement, I just felt sick, sad, angry, and not safe.
Wow.
My aunt moved out of that house ASAP. Now, years later, once I really got into paranormal stuff, I called my aunt up and asked about the house. I knew something happened. I just assumed they tried to hide it from me so I didn't get too scared. I found out shortly after they moved into that house, a social worker had come looking for that little boy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm one of the worst people when it comes to researching online. I didn't get the internet till I moved to Ohio in 2010, so I haven't found anything on the missing boy from 97/98. I have a feeling someone did something evil to that little boy in the basement. No details. Don't worry. It's just a feeling. And his body is still on the property. I hope I'm wrong, but something evil did happen in that house. So that's the first story.
Oh, that is creepy.
I know. Okay, here we go.
Wait. You can't read two stories and then make me go back to the first one.
Okay, go for it. Let's debunk now.
Okay, but I can't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. I still think that sometimes houses can have a certain feel to them, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's paranormal so much as it just might mean like the structure of the house is a little off and it feels strange, like the lighting, maybe there's not a whole lot of lighting, maybe it's the way the angles are, something like that. So it kind of already gives you this weird vibe when you go there. And then they live in a neighborhood with lots of kids running around. That's what it sounds like to me. There's lots of kids to babysit.
Yeah.
So the reflection could have been just a kid out in the window.
What knocked the aunt down the stairs?
Gosh, that's so. I hope the aunt was okay. It sounds like she was all right.
I guess so, yeah.
Man, that's awful. I mean, could have just fallen down the stairs. Gosh, I don't know. I'm like hesitating because Shelby's so sassy and she's gonna come after me. My aunt and I. I'm like, listen, this is my job. I kind of have to say it. But yeah, could have tripped, could have fallen. But sometimes you do that and it's so out of left field. You're like, I don't even know how I did that.
No,
I feel like something had to have pushed me, but really it could have just been gravity and some sort of trip of some sort.
I feel like if that happened to me and I fell and I didn't feel anything, I don't think I would jump to. I think I was pushed. I would be like,
you might, if you felt like this negative energy in this house.
Yeah, maybe.
You might make that leap to that.
That's a pretty big leap.
Yeah, I know, but that's what you believers like to do.
So oh my word.
Shelby, keep listening.
Shelby, I'm sorry.
Yes, listen, I'll apologize.
You got Jane.
Yeah,
I got Shelby.
That's right. That's right. Everybody stay in their respective corners. It'll be fine. Okay, so, and then maybe the little boy downstairs was an actual little boy.
Oh, take care of that situation.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got kids running around the neighborhood. How many times I want to say his full name, did TJ come into our house and we caught him in our house just hanging out when we come home? Because
more OTP stories.
Yeah, more OTP stories. Nick and Miss Detweiler. Catherine, so sorry. It'll never happen. Anyway, TJ would always be in our house and we come home and he's just like hanging out. So there could be an extra kid somewhere in the house that felt really at home there. She didn't know that kid. She's there for a visit, but that kid's kind of a jerk to her. And then she's like, I did not like him. They didn't go back down and check because they assumed it must be the ghost that they kind of created. Oh, Shelby, I'm being so harsh on your first time. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, I believe you.
So I don't know. Those are my theories.
It's really creepy. Like, it'd be one thing if she was like, oh, there's a little boy down there. But it's creepy that she was like, I do not like him.
Yeah. Well,
especially
TJ could be a jerk too. I'm just kidding.
Now he couldn't.
I love TJ. He was such a teddy bear.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the next story.
Okay. I'm buckling in.
My next story is when my husband started to believe. When my husband and I first got together, I was working 2 jobs. So the only time we ever got to see each other was when I would stay the night at his parents' house with him. He slept in the basement, which was a full finished walkout basement, so nothing really scary. But the reflection of the giant ass Mitsubishi.
Oh, how do you say that? Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi. That was right. Mitsubishi.
Was that?
Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi. That's it. I'm going with it.
Keep saying it the same way and then say, oh, that one's right.
I said it right.
Mitsubishi?
Mitsubishi. Shut up. Let me keep talking.
You're the one that asked me, how do you say that word?
I did not play the tape.
I swear to God, you said, how do you say that word? What do you want to bet?
Okay, I'm moving on.
Oh my gosh, Erin. You said, how do you say that word? And then you asked me, and then I'm trying to figure out.
It was rhetorical. If I asked it, it was rhetorical.
Fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
The giant-ass TV in his room.
There you go. That's how you say that.
Scared the shit out of me. It was positioned just perfectly to see down the hallway, so every night I went to bed there. I, of course, was a little freaked out. One night I woke up, turned over, and saw the head and shoulders of a figure in the closet staring at us.
Ew.
I was freaked out, but turned over, just closed my eyes, and said, I'll deal with this in the morning.
Oh my gosh, why? Ow.
I don't know. The next morning, I told my husband about what happened. I said, it could have been a dream, but I did see the head and shoulders of someone with sunken-in cheeks, but not too sunken in, just a little. His hair was cut with a number 2 guard.
Whoa.
Former hairstylist here, LOL.
That's hilarious.
And dark, dirty blonde hair. My poor husband just stared at me and then told me that one of his best friends had died in the basement.
Oh my God.
I gotta know that story, Shelby.
Yeah, wow.
And said it sounded like his friend. Several years later, we go to get our marriage license, and I was still a resident in Butler County at the time. So we went to downtown Hamilton, Ohio, and kind of made an evening about it. After we got coffee, my husband said he wanted to go somewhere that was in Hamilton, but wouldn't tell me where. Not weird at all, right? We pull into a cemetery, and we go to this grave.
Oh, no. Dude, you got to give me a heads up. Like, that's not like a
I got to prep
surprise. For that. No.
Right. With no warning. I mean, she was about to marry this person, but still.
Listen, my husband took me on a shopping spree and to buy a diamond, and I was pissed.
You really were.
I was. I'm like, do you not know me? I hate to shop. Hate it. Like, loathe it.
I hate diamonds.
And I'm not a jewelry person. I don't wear it. I was fine with the little ring that I had. I didn't need it. I was like, who are you married to? Take me to a cemetery.
I was about to ask, would you rather go to a cemetery?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. But you still better give me a heads up.
Yeah.
Don't just shock me with that.
Okay. We pull up to the cemetery and we go to this grave, and it's the grave of his friend. And the gravestone actually has his friend's picture on it. He asked me if that's who I saw years ago, and I told him it was. My husband is now a firm believer, and I do think me seeing his friend has helped ease his mind some. I told him I know he's always looking out for you guys and loves you. I do think his friend helped to open his eyes because my husband has lost all of his uncles. 2 of them were carpenters, and we have stuff that they've made. My husband thinks that our house is haunted. I think it's just his uncles playing jokes on him, which, let me insert here, would mean your house is haunted. Because things that my husband says only happen to him. Now, he and I both have heard the doppelganger that's here.
What?
She's just going to drop this little nugget.
Okay.
But we only heard that once, and I do not fuck with doppelgangers.
Oh, I want to know that story.
If you ever listen to Scared to Death podcast, you'll know why. LOL. I have listened to it, but I don't know the doppelganger story. I haven't listened in a long time. I hope my storytelling was decent. It was great.
Yes, it was lovely.
I'm more of an in-person storytelling type of lady. Well, prove that at your next family reunion we're going to.
Yeah, right? We'll see you there.
I hope you guys like the stories as well. You ladies are so fun, and I'm so glad Megan made that post.
Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Shelby.
I'm so glad you made that post too, so we got Shelby in.
Me too. Shelby, you're so fun. Thank you and welcome, and what a great story. Okay, so here's where my original debunk was.
Okay.
I was going to say that maybe she saw a picture somewhere in the house. And like just kind of like, oh, like when you go to a new boyfriend's house or just, anybody's house that you've not been there too often, you look at the pictures.
Yeah.
And you might see somebody in the background saying like, I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
I wonder what their relationship is to that, especially if they're like laughing or they look like they're having fun.
Yeah.
But you don't really mention it. It's just kind of a passing thought. And then to have a dream like that about that person, and then you kind of make that correlation with them. But then I kind of had to pivot a little bit because it sounded like he had to drive her all the way to the gravesite just to show her a picture of him.
Yeah.
So that's when I thought,
because wouldn't you that morning be like, was it this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this picture right here. That's a great. I'm so glad you said that because I was like, oh crap, that's a good explanation.
Shit. So what you're saying is I could have, but maybe he's in a picture somewhere in the house that the boyfriend just forgot about. Like he's somewhere in the background of a picture.
This was several years later. You don't think it would have come up like at some point? She'd be like, wait, that's the guy.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she was looking through like a scrapbook of something, or looking through a yearbook or something where he didn't really think to look there for that kid's picture, but it was there and it kind of stuck in her mind for whatever reason. And then she has a dream.
Yeah.
Of that person.
Man.
And then there it is.
That's so interesting. I love that she knew the haircut length. Yeah. Number 2. I mean, that's a good image. Because when I first read it, I was thinking like a silhouette.
Yeah, me too. I know. And I'm so glad she put all of that in there because, okay, go back to my original debunk. I thought, well, she could have thought that she saw a head and shoulders. And in the middle of the night, especially with her like flippant like attitude of, I'll just deal with that in the morning. Like maybe it was something that was like a coat hanger or something in the closet that looked like that. But then when she went into detail about
like sunken in cheeks.
It's like she saw this person in her dream because she had seen a picture of him somewhere in the house.
She even admitted it could have been a dream. And truly, it could have been a dream, but like a visitation dream.
Okay.
He came to visit her in a dream.
So ghosts can just come to you in dreams?
I think energy can come to you in a dream. Spirits can come to you in a dream.
Okay.
And then there's not anything physically there. Could you believe in that?
Well, how do they do that?
They like you're on an astro plane. You're on like your own.
See, once you start talking astro plane, I'm done. I'm like, look, guys, glaze over.
You're on a different realm of reality. And it's probably easier to just kind of walk on in and be like, hey, I want you to tell my friend that I'm watching out for you. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't believe it, but okay.
Okay. All right. I really thought I might have had you for a second there. No?
You didn't. Okay. I told you lost me at astroplane. As soon as you said astro, I was like, here we go.
Here I am throwing things out again. I don't know a lot about it. I'm just saying, I know that when I went to go see the medium, I said, our friend who passed away, like I have a dream about her about once a year, and it's always the same dream. And she said, every time you have that dream, she's checking in with you. She doesn't feel like she needs to check in with you very often. You've got everything going well. But every once in a while, she wants to visit too. So she'll come in and see how you're doing. So is she just visiting everybody like that? I don't know. Maybe. Well, interesting. I'd like to think I was special, but whatever. Well, maybe she only visits you once a year because. Has she ever visited you? Ever? No. Okay. Yeah. Bite me. Thank you. No, I think that it would be easier to just, like, if you think of the Matrix, like we're all like a little simulation, and then boom, just pop in. Into the Matrix. I'm just saying, dreams are weird. No, okay. I would probably believe more in the Matrix, like someone controlling everything. Yeah, like that, like in a scientific way. That really freaks me out to think about it. Oh my gosh, yeah. And then the glitches that happen, being like deja vu. That really stuck with me. I was like, oh, that is creepy. Because I've had deja vu, and you're like, what is going on? This feels exactly like I've been here before. Yeah, that is really weird. Have you seen that, like, incredibly smart scientist guy, Tyson? No, but I love your description of him. He's really smart. He's like so smart. So he's kind of the opposite of us. Neil Armstrong? I want to say Degree Tyson, and I know it's not Degree. Sounds like Neil, a vacuum cleaner. Something Tyson. He's a genius. Okay. And he is not sure whether or not he believes in this theory, but he's a little bit convinced that it could be where we have made reality, like alternate reality, so realistic that we could all be in our own simulation right now, where we don't realize. Watched a movie. Oh, I don't like it. Is it called Wait, Darling? It's something darling. Oh, the one everybody's talking about? Oh, is everybody talking with about Harry Styles and Flo? That skinny guy is Harry Styles. I have no idea who Harry Styles is. People talk about Harry Styles all the time. I'm like, who the hell is this Harry Styles guy? He's charming. He's pretty charming. Ew, if he's this guy in this movie. I don't think he's good in this movie. I think he's a bad guy. Oh, he is the bad guy. Don't ruin it. Okay. Hello, Darling? What is it called? Hello, Darling. Yeah, just it's on HBO
Everybody's
Max.
talking about it. I feel
There's
so cool
much
right now.
scandal about it. You're not cool because you
Really?
don't know any of the scandal.
Oh, well,
there's like
whatever,
a salad dressing. There's all kinds of shit about this story.
Dressing? What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little rundown because
Okay,
you're
please
old.
do. I need
If you
it.
know
I need
this,
the
which
rundown.
you do, everybody is talking about this.
I have not heard. I was like, oh, I found this little movie on HBO.
No, actually, it is probably the best publicity stunt there's ever been.
Okay.
Because I wasn't gonna watch this movie, and now I'm totally gonna watch this movie.
I mean, it was intriguing.
Okay.
I don't know that I loved it.
Okay, so Olivia Wilde, was she in
the
it?
really pretty girl that's in it?
Well, yeah, she's beautiful.
Well, they're all beautiful.
There's
all of
Florence Pugh, who's in it.
Listen, let me just go ahead and help you out here. I'm not going to know any. I don't even know who Harry Styles is, and everybody talks about him all the time. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Okay.
I just nod and act like I know who Harry Styles is every time. Like, okay. Yeah, Harry Styles. Does he sing too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What does he sing?
He sings a lot of stuff. He was in One Direction, which was your Halloween costume.
Kidding me? Harry Styles,
and then a
former
then he veered off in his new direction, and
he's a gosh, I hate him.
No,
yeah,
I don't think you should hate him. I think he's a pretty likable guy.
Really, not from this movie.
No, he's an he's acting, Megan. Okay. He's not a biopic.
Well, I also am just not impressed with that's Harry Styles.
He's also apparently not a great actor, from what I've heard from reviews.
Okay, I mean,
although you hate him.
Okay.
Anyways, Olivia Wilde was directing this movie or something.
Okay.
And she was married to Jason Sudeikis. I want to say it's his name. The guy who plays Ted Lasso.
Oh, I do know him. The actual Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Unless I'm mixing him up with another SNL person, but I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay. Here we go. Just throwing stuff out again. Okay.
And while they were recording, she started messing around with Harry Styles.
Oh no,
and
not him. I would go Ted Lasso all day long over Harry Styles.
I know. And Ted Lasso was like, I think you're, using COVID as an excuse for leaving the house much, because she'd be like, I can't stay at the house. I can't come back to the house in case I don't want to get the kids sick with COVID.
Ever.
And then the nanny came out to say that she overheard a fight where she would she got all the ingredients for some special salad recipe, and he was like, you're making him the salad dressing? And that's when he lost his mind. I don't know what's in the salad dressing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, what is the salad
dressing?
But apparently,
it must be amazing. That was the camel that broke his back, and he laid in front of her car or something.
Ted Lasso did?
Ted Lasso, and he's like, I can't believe you're going to leave our family for this jerk.
Oh my gosh, well, she is beautiful, and she's a great actress.
I also think you're thinking, is it the blonde one that he's married to, Harry Styles? Nope, that's Florence Pugh.
The redhead.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. And who is listening anymore?
Nobody is. Nobody is listening to this, because here's the thing: it would also help if I knew anybody's name, and I don't know anybody's name. Nobody famous. I could care less about famous people.
Yeah, there's a whole thing.
Although that was a good story.
I know.
That's some
Harry Styles at the premiere or something spit on Josh Duhamel.
Shut your mouth!
I'm telling you,
I want to see
drama.
That.
It's drama.
Oh my gosh, where
I'll
have
show
I
you all
been?
this. I'll show you all this.
I cannot wait.
This is why you get on TikTok, Megan.
Oh, okay,
this is it. I learned everything I know right now from TikTok.
You're so proud. She's putting her hands in circular motions up above because she's so proud of TikTok.
I would love for somebody to tell me what I got wrong, because I'm sure there's a lot.
I'm sure you got more of it right than I would have ever imagined. I did not know any of this was going on.
Oh yeah, I love that you're like, that weird little movie, something darling.
I'm so glad I brought it up.
Literally everybody was talking about it for 2 weeks.
No idea that anybody was talking about that movie.
Yeah. Anyways,
anyway, I don't even know why we started.
Why did we? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Hold on, I can think of it. Oh, The Matrix.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. I'm going to watch it.
I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay, I'm going to watch it, but really for the tea and less for the actual story. Shia LaBeouf was involved. Okay, we're moving on.
In the movie? He was not in the movie.
Oh, no, she hired him, and then she fired him, she said. But then he was like, I didn't get fired, I quit because she's crazy.
Oh, who is she? Which one is she? She's got to be the redhead. The redhead seemed a little crazy. They all do, though.
She was married to a prince in real life at one point, so she was like Princess Olivia.
This woman sounds amazing.
She's got quite a story, and her salad is incredible.
That sounds so gross.
Why does that sound gross?
Oh, yeah. She plays the redhead. I knew it. Yeah, this lady.
Yeah. Yep. Now start reading.
She is married to Ted Lasso.
Yes! Is his name Jason Sudeikis?
It is. You're so good. Jason Sudeikis, unaware Olivia Wilde served custody documents. Holy shit, this goes
that happened on stage. I'm telling you.
Wait a second.
I'm telling you.
Sir, they're going to come out and be like, this was all just a big ploy to watch the movie.
Yeah. Who's not going to watch it now? Everybody's going to.
Because Ted Lasso wouldn't go this far. Ted Lasso always goes high when they go low.
Well, that's not my Ted Lasso. That's not Ted.
I don't care.
In all this, he's the good guy. He's still the good guy in this. Yep.
Yeah, I guess Ted would lay down in front of a car. He would.
You're going to leave our kids for Harry Styles? I'll lay down in front of this car.
Oh.
He would. That's total Ted Lasso behavior.
And then she served him. Okay, we got to stop. We can do this on the porch. Okay, not tonight. Okay. It's too cold, but
yeah,
on the couch. Okay. Whew, so sorry.
Sorry, guys. That was at least 6 minutes. I'll try to cut it.
But who knew?
I know. Maybe I won't cut it.
No, don't cut it, girl. It's good stuff. I bet there's other people out there who've never heard of it.
I bet there's not. All right. Do you have a fan favorite?
Wow,
did you get one?
Lee, I don't even know.
Is it Ted Lasso?
It's Harry Styles. Styles. What a stupid name. So sometimes in life, you just have to admit that you messed up.
Okay.
And that you started something that you sometimes have a hard time following through with, but you still love it. Mm-hmm. And you still want to keep it around.
No. Okay. I sensed a loophole I was going to get to, and you were like,
yeah. No. It's still something that's definitely going to be part of the podcast, but this week it might just have to get a little skipped, which is fine. It's fine because in my heart, they're all my fan favorites. Mm-hmm. I got so good there for a while where I was like asking 4 or 5. And here's the thing. I may have skipped somebody out there because I may have asked you proactively and then I forgot that I asked you and now I can't keep up with it. So really I just need some organization in my life and I'm just apologizing, but you're all my fan favorites. So you right there, you're my fan favorite tonight.
You know who you are.
You know exactly who I'm talking to. And if you've already been the fan favorite, I'm still talking to you. You know exactly.
And she truly is, because she said, "How about this person?" I'm like, "No, they were our fan favorite on this date."
I'll double down. When I like you, I love you. It's fine. And listen, it's not my fault. Not everybody checks their messages within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes of me asking.
Here's the pot calling the kettle black.
You're my blood. Which side are you on here? It is fine. I love you all. Tonight is your night. You're all my fan favorites on this evening.
We do love you all.
We do.
And to celebrate you, we need you to write in your stories.
Absolutely. We will give charity money to those of you who write in stories. We will not. No, we won't. I take that back. We don't have enough money. We're trying to get an editor. But in your name, we will watch extra Jason Mamoa videos.
Oh, yeah. I would sign up for that little registry thing he talks about. We could do that. That won't even cost us any money.
What is it? That
like cheek swab.
Yeah, I would do that.
And then if you are a match and it's something you can do.
Yeah, I would do that.
Let's do that.
Okay, perfect.
Jason Mamoa is our fan favorite.
Oh my gosh, Jason, welcome.
Oh, I got to see his butt tonight.
On what?
On that video. Did you watch that video? That Amy posted.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good butt.
It is good. His whole butt? Did I miss this butt?
His whole butt a couple times. It's in a picture, and then he strips down. It's worth a watch. And if you're not on our Facebook page already.
I guess I tuned out at that point.
How do you tune out during that part?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Listen, this is our other call. If you're not on our fan page on Facebook, My Skeptical Sister, you better sign up because there's a direct link.
There you go.
To his ass.
Yes. Thank you, Amy. You've always been you're my fan favorite again tonight.
Yes. It was very enjoyable to watch. And we're going to do his charity for like a leukemia registry. See if you're a match to help people out.
There you go.
So we're going to do that, and I'll put the link to that in the notes.
Perfect.
And if you guys want to follow us on our other socials, you can go to our Instagram and our TikTok. We've been doing a weekly little thing with that. You can check out our website at www.myskepticalsister.com. And you can find out how to become a Patreon there. We've got our movie night happening soon.
Ooh.
Except by the time y'all listen, it's already happened, but it's going to be great. We're going to do an open movie night. It seems like we've got a lot of interest in that sometime in the new year. So you guys can just check it out first and see. We'll watch a real easy movie, like not hocus pocus, but along the similar lines, something that y'all can all handle. Just so you can see what it's like to kind of hang out and watch a movie. But that's not going to replace our movie. We'll still do our regular movie night that month.
Dang, we're going to be busy that month. It'll be fine. We'll do great.
We'll do it. We'll do our open night the week we're on break.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. You can write your stories in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can rate, review, subscribe, tell your friends, tell everybody to write their stories in. We'd love to have them. And we loved having some new listeners write in their stories this week. That was really fun. There's another one I think that we got. So
nice.
I know, from a whole newbie. And we got a couple of our oldie but goodies who wrote back in. So
yes,
thank you guys for restocking our email. Is that it?
I think you did it well. You did great. I'm just trying to figure out how to say, listen, this is another thing that you love.
Yeah, it sure is. How about in Hawaiian?
That's what up, girl. Look.
Good.
Aloha. La 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 la. This is interesting.
Ew, Eddie.
That was like the loudest dog burp.
Be a lady.
Hey, that is a lady. See? Ladies burp too. That's right. I had mentioned before that I live in the orchards. Did I say orchards, right? Orchards.
Yeah.
Orchards. Why does that word sound so weird?
It's a weird word.
In the summer, thank you, Erin. Validated my feelings about orchards. Not orchards. I like orchards. Just the word is a weird word. I just saw the baby, he explained. It did not explain it. He exclaimed. Sorry. She would begrudgingly turn from me. No. She would begrudgingly turn from her. She would begrudgingly turn from her. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm on a loop. Sorry. And it's written correctly. I'm just okay. Sorry.
I had to sleep in the couch when I had
in the couch. So mean. That's so mean to make you sleep in the couch.
I love his new song, sushi music for a sushi restaurant.
Sushi.
I love it.
Shoot, I don't have a fan favorite. What are you even doing right now?
It's a great song.
Not a real song.
I don't need him to ever sing. I just want the instrumental part. Oh, but we don't have a fan favorite.